Thanks for having a look at my latest update about my aquaponics setup. It's getting pretty close to completion now. Beautiful day here in Manila. The latest addition is actually I have some fish now. So got a torch here so you can see them. Just a bunch of goldfish swimming around. I still need to get some more because there's plenty of space in there. They've been living there for about a week now. I have lost one. He kept jumping out, and unfortunately he didn't survive. Now if you have a look up the top here, so basically aquaponics set up using fish waste, the poop and pee that go into the water. Will get pumped up through that central channel there. The water then goes into the growing medium, which in this case is gravel, pebbles and rocks, which in turn into nutrients for the plants. Bacteria attack the wastewater and it turns into nutrients that the plants then are able to use and to grow, and in turn they filter the water back for the lucky fish that are living down there. It's quite an easy setup. Once I had a bit of a trial and error. The hardest thing was probably getting the bell siphon to work successfully. There's the bell siphon there. I'll just pull her out. So there's the drain tube there. You'll know from my other videos that's a 25 to 32 millimeter drain tube. So the water is just whirlpooling around at the moment. If I didn't have the bell siphon, what would happen is the water would always stay at this level. I'm not sure if you can see there in the side, but it's up to about there. The drain tube depends on how high the water will get until it starts to drain, basically. It's pretty straightforward. There's an old one that I used to have. It was a bit high, the water was coming a bit high, so I cut it down a couple of inches, and now the water just, you can probably see it there, just sits a little bit underneath. And they're my first little tomato plants that are in there. Way too many at the moment, but I'll let them sort themselves out and see which of the strongest ones will survive, and I'll pick a few of the others. So there's a little gurgling noise you can hear as soon as I put the bell siphon back on. Create a water pressure that is going to be enough to create a vacuum, and that will then drain the water. And it'll just cut off. It cut off because of the holes that I've created at the bottom of the bell siphon. A little bit ugly, some of them are bigger than others, so I've got the scissors to them to help with the cutting off of the actual bell siphon. As you can see, this is an old milk container, just cut off the top. We've got a couple of other milk containers here that if we need to, we can use those. Old jug with the bottom cut off. There's the bottom. Just to use as a gravel guard. Just stops the gravel from getting into the system. Once the gravel gets into the system, it can cause quite a number of problems. So that cuts off 100% of the time now. You got a trial and error with the water flow. Water flow is the thing that really can affect bell siphon cutting off. Now I bought myself one of these, which is just a valve. Haven't needed to use it at the moment. I can put it in this part of the setup here to regulate the water. That way you can regulate the amount of time that the water takes to get into the system. So we'll see how these plants go. If they start getting a bit of root rot, getting too much water, what I'll do is I'll use that valve, and then I'll regulate the flow of water to make it take a little bit longer to get into the system. So that's basically it at the moment, guys. Just wanted to show you my little setup. I'll get a few more fish as we go. Oh yeah, I've got a little air pump here that I use at night time. Because I'm outside, I've actually got it all wrapped in a bit of plastic here, so I can just turn off that switch there, which will turn off the actual water pump, and then just plug in this little air pump here, and that way doesn't, you know, upset the neighbours because of the constant water flow during the night. And then the air pumps are always good to have, just in case the water pump failed, and at least I can aerate the water for my fish. If we have a look at the pipes here, once the water starts coming in, you'll see that there's plenty of water and plenty of bubbles there, aerating. The air pump's not actually on at the moment. That's just water flow, which is creating the aeration effect, which has been plenty for the fish. To be honest, I thought I would have lost a few more fish while I was setting up, and was surprised at how resilient this batch has been. I'm going to get a few tilapia and maybe a few bigger fish. The bigger the fish, the more waste you get. Also, the more fish food you go through, obviously, as well. Hopefully the gravel over here will take hold, or the plants will take hold in the gravel. Okay, thanks for watching the latest edition. Sometimes I just like to watch the whole system out here. I have put these plastic tubes just on the end of the elbow, and then the 1/2-inch diameter PVC. It just regulates the flow a little bit rather than using the valve. They're not really necessary, but I found that the bell siphon cuts off a little bit easier with those in there. I think maybe it's a little bit further from the bell siphon, I don't really know, but it seems to be working. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So while it's working, I just leave it alone. I have added a little guard there. As I say, there were a couple of fish that kept jumping out, so I just covered up the hole there, and ever since then it's been fine. Reduced the water level a little bit, which has helped, but I think it was that one particular fish, because he jumped out about 3 times. Okay, well, thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.